It's time to change it up, guys. We've been rocking the Aeroflow Dynamics Axlebacks on the car for a while now. Great option if you're looking for something easy and inexpensive to make the exhaust louder. But of course, we're gonna be testing out different exhaust systems on this car. So today we are gonna be installing the AWE Touring Edition exhaust. It's a full catback system. It's gonna be a little bit more refined than the muffler deletes. It's gonna get rid of a lot of that drone, but still give us a loud and aggressive exhaust tone that we want. With it being the Touring Edition, it's not going to be obnoxiously loud, but definitely louder than the stock exhaust. So let's go ahead and get the Axleback and mid-pipe off. We're gonna open this up and check out what's inside. I'm gonna keep telling you guys this. If you do any sort of exhaust work, get yourself a pair of exhaust hanger pliers so you're not fighting to get the exhaust off the hangers. You can thank me later. I'll leave a link to these down in the description. All right, I've got the Axlebacks and the stock mid-pipe off the car. Let's open this thing up. There's a ton of packing paper in here. All right, we've got one of the resonators here. These should be the tips and hardware. Of course, we had to go with those diamond black tips. Look at those. And we've got our blow pop as well. Got the other resonator. Part of the mid pipe. And then the Y pipe. I think there's one more piece in there. Oh, there it is. We've got mainly 5 different pieces excluding the tips. We've got the flange portion here that mates up to the stock donut gasket. So this is gonna mate up perfectly to the stock J pipe. That leads to this mid pipe section here with the traditional resonator built in, which goes to the Y pipe. And then we have the 2 resonators. And yes, these are resonators, not mufflers. These utilize their 180-degree technology, which basically cancels out any drone and traps those droning frequencies in there and doesn't allow it to escape. So you get a deep, louder exhaust tone without the unwanted drone, and that's what I love about the AWE Touring Edition exhaust. It's actually one of my favorite exhausts I ran on my GR86 as well. Here, have a listen. We've got to take a look at these exhaust tips as well. These are 4-inch double wall slant cut tips in the diamond black finish, which is absolutely gorgeous. They're available in chrome as well, but I personally don't like having to clean my exhaust tips, so this helps to hide the exhaust soot, and it just looks so good. This system utilizes slip joints to fit everything together, makes it really easy to install and gives you a lot of adjustability as well. So once you get it on the car, before you tighten down the clamps, you can make sure that those tips are adjusted to exactly where you want in the bumper. So let's go ahead and get this installed on the car, and then we can see how it sounds. All right, so like I said, this small portion here is gonna mate up with the stock J pipe with the donut gasket, and there should be a sticker on it that says this side down, so you get the orientation correct. And we're going to reuse the OEM exhaust hardware. Okay, we'll leave those loose for now. We can grab the second portion with the resonator and slide it on to the end here. All slide this on here. Don't forget to put the clamp on there first. And the end of this mid-pipe section is gonna point towards the driver's side. It's gonna look wonky if you point it towards the other side. So you should be able to figure that out. Let's tighten down this clamp a little bit. Not all the way, just enough so it stays in place. Whoops. Damn it, Kevin. Obviously didn't tighten that enough. Getting the new exhaust on the hangers is always fun. I did spray a little WD-40 into the holes to make it easier to slide in. Sometimes you just need a little lube. Works like a charm. Oh, come on. Whew, okay. Let's get the tips installed and then we can work on adjusting it all to get the perfect fitment. So just like the rest of the exhaust, we're just going to roughly tighten these down just so they stay in place. And we may adjust them as the last step. So with these, you'll be able to adjust how far out or how far in they sit and the angle as well. So I'll probably have the tip on the inside sit slightly out more than the one on the outside. But you can have them even if you want, just personal preference. Okay, those shouldn't go anywhere for now. You can see that the tip on the outside right now is basically touching the bumper, so we need to make some adjustments before we tighten down the clamps. Essentially what you want to do when you're adjusting an exhaust is start as far forward as you can and work your way towards the back. So the tip should be the last thing you adjust. So I'm going to start with the J pipe to mid pipe connection and work from there. We've got the exhaust installed, everything is lined up how we want it, and it looks fantastic. I don't know why more exhaust manufacturers don't offer black tips. I love this stealth look, and it's always gonna be my go-to. But let's put the car on the ground, and then we can hear how it sounds. So let's talk about this exhaust. It's a 3-inch stainless steel construction. You've got the standard resonator in the mid pipe, and then the 2 resonators with the 180-degree technology after the Y pipe. It's a quad tip design with 4-inch slash cut double wall tips available in either chrome or the diamond black that we installed today. Now with the Axleback that I previously had installed on the car, there was a noticeable amount of drone that might bother some people. But now with this exhaust, there's practically no drone, whether we're just driving around town or on the highway. That 180-degree technology is able to trap those unwanted frequencies. So we're left with a deep, aggressive exhaust tone that's a good volume. It's not too quiet. You can definitely hear it when just driving around town, and definitely when you get on it, but it's not too loud to the point where you're gonna be bothering your neighbors every time you start your car and go to work or anything like that. I think AWE does a fantastic job with that. Now, another thing that I haven't mentioned is that there's actually a track edition as well that essentially deletes those 2 resonators, so it's essentially a straight pipe exhaust. So obviously that's gonna be a bit louder. And what's cool is it's actually modular, so you can actually get a conversion kit to turn one into the other. So let's say you get the Touring Edition, but you want it to be a little bit louder, you can actually get the track conversion kit to turn it into the Track Edition, and vice versa. If you get the Track Edition and it's too loud and you want it to be a little bit more quiet, you can get the Touring Edition to turn it into that one instead. So I love that you have that option to turn one into the other. So let's say I want it to be a little bit more rowdy, I can just get the conversion kit, and it's essentially the Axleback portion of the exhaust, and it'll make it a little bit louder. Maybe we should test that one as well. This does sound really good though. We get some nice pops on the aggressive upshifts. It has a great tone to it. And there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think of the AWE Touring Edition exhaust. I think it looks and sounds fantastic. If you want to pick one up for yourself, the link is down in the description. If there's any other exhausts or other parts that you want to see me test out, leave them in the comment section down below. If you guys have any questions at all, I'm always happy to help. But that is going to do it for today. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.